Ever wonder what happens when a haircut turns into a full-blown courtroom drama without the judge? Picture this. I'm standing in my cozy little salon, scissors in hand, when a woman storms in, dials 911, and screams that I'm robbing her blind all because I dared to charge her for a trim. That's the day I met Lisa Harper, a whirlwind of entitlement wrapped in designer sunglasses and a purse big enough to hold a small dog. Let me tell you how a simple blowout became the fight of my life. It was a crisp morning, the kind where the sun spills through the windows and makes everything feel possible. My salon smelled like peppermint shampoo and vanilla candles, and I'd finally nailed the perfect playlist. Think Alicia Keys meets early 2000s Usher. My receptionist, Tara, was at the front desk, sipping coffee and tossing her usual sarcastic one-liners. Then the bell above the door jingled, and in strutted Lisa. She didn't walk, she arrived like she was gracing us with her presence. Big sunglasses, a handbag that screamed money, and a strut that dared anyone to challenge her. No appointment, naturally. Lisa didn't do appointments. She was a regular, which in her mind meant the world owed her a throne and a free haircut. "Hey, Sarah," she chirped, voice loud enough to wake a coma patient. "I need my usual roots touched up, blow out the works. You'll fit me in, right?" "You always do." I bit my lip. Tara shot me a look that said, "Here we go, saw." Lisa had a history of forgetting to pay, promising to get me next time. Next time was apparently today, and I wasn't playing. I'd set new boundaries, and this was the test. "Lisa," I said, keeping my tone sweet but firm. "Happy to squeeze you in, but just so you know, we've got a new policy. Payment up front for walk-ins." Her smile froze. She tilted her head, like a puppy hearing a strange noise. "Oh, honey, come on," she laughed. "You know me. I'm practically family." Family doesn't stiff you for 2 haircuts, I thought, but I held my ground. "Exactly, and because I know you, I need payment first." Her laugh tightened, eyes narrowing. "I forgot my wallet, but I'll pay after, like always." Tara snorted so loud it echoed. I stared Lisa down. After a dramatic huff, she whipped out her phone, opened a payment app, and sent a partial deposit, muttering about ridiculous policies. But then she demanded her usual discount. I shook my head. "No discounts today." Her jaw dropped literally, like something out of a cartoon. "Are you serious?" she gasped. "Dead serious," I nodded. She grumbled about inflation and betrayal but sat in my chair. The haircut went fine, despite her taking 3 FaceTime calls mid-trim, complaining to someone named Greg about toxic CVYC. Her platinum roots were flawless, her blowout bouncy enough for a shampoo ad. She caught her reflection and smiled for a split second until I said, "That'll be due law 120. The smile vanished. "Excuse me?" she snapped, standing so fast the cape flew like a superhero's cloak. "I'm a regular. This is robbery." I repeated the price, loud enough for Tara to hear. Lisa's face turned red. "You've ambushed me financially," she shrieked. Tara whispered, "Oh, she's going for it," as Lisa yanked out her phone and dialed 911. "You're calling the cops?" I asked, stunned. "You bet I am," she declared, pacing the salon like she was auditioning for a soap opera. "This is theft and emotional abuse." Tara, ever the chaos enthusiast, started filming. "For legal reasons." Lisa told the dispatcher she was a loyal customer being forced to pay money she didn't agree to. "No, I'm not in danger," she clarified. "But my rights are." Tara mouthed, "Oh my God, saw," and ducked behind the counter, barely holding in her laughter. Sirens wailed minutes later. Lisa smirked like she'd won the lottery. I felt sick. Tara, somehow eating popcorn, watched as Officer James Carter strolled in, clipboard in hand, sunglasses on like he was in a buddy cop movie. He sighed. "Lisa again?" Lisa spun around. "Officer Carter, thank God. I've been financially abused and emotionally manipulated." He blinked. "Is this about a haircut?" I explained, I cut her hair, she got the CRVYC, she owed du la 120. He turned to Lisa. This isn't a police matter. Her jaw hit the floor, her signature move, apparently. She's a scammer, she cried. Carter raised an eyebrow. That's how businesses work, ma'am. This is your third non-emergency call this month. Last week, it was the bakery overcharging for croissants. He warned her about fines, tipped his head to me with a nice blowout, and left. You'd think that'd be the end. Nope. Lisa wasn't built for surrender. She paced the sidewalk, yelling into her phone about a rogue stylist. Tara chewed her gum like it was her job, watching Lisa like a reality TV star. 30 minutes later, Tara's voice cut through the salon's hum. Sarah, you gotta see this. She held up her tablet. A 1-star Yelp review screamed, Saw do not trust this salon. Saw Lisa had unleashed a tirade. I'd used toxic dye, overcharged her, mocked her spiritual beliefs, and attacked her aura during a lunar cycle. Tara read it aloud, fake sobbing. You harmed her aura, you monster! Over the next 2 hours, 17 more 1-star reviews popped up from accounts like Saw Glamguru 456 Saw and Saw Blonde Vibes Only Saw All Lisa, OBVY Usly. Calls flooded in. 2 clients cancelled. A bridal party bailed. The air turned heavy. Then came the TikTok. Lisa, in a silk robe, stood in her levying room with sad piano music, claiming I'd exploited her trust and refused a verbal loyalty agreement. She accused Tara of filming her illegally and hinted I was part of a stylist syndicate, preying on sensitive souls. The comments were brutal. Saw named the salon. Saw no one deserves this. Saw my heart sank. This wasn't about hair anymore. Lisa had made me her VY lane, and the internet was her stage. Tara urged me to stay quiet. She wants a war. Don't give her one. But the next day, a human courier delivered a letter from a shady legal group, accusing me of defamation and emotional damage. Signed by Lisa's cousin, Derek, who wasn't a lawyer. Tara cackled. She sent a fake cease and desist. I admire the hustle. I wanted to scream, cry, or drown in cheesecake. Instead, I stared at the chaos, unaware that someone else was watching. The next morning, Tara was on her laptop, eyes wild. She posted again. She said. Another TikTok, Lisa on a yoga mat, candles flickering, sobbing about scissors and no heart. It had 80,000 VYUs. Comments demanded my salon's name. More cancellations rolled in. Yelp reviews claimed I kept snakes for bank trimming rituals. Tara choked on her coffee, joking about cult cloaks. I slumped in my chair. I'm losing everything. Tara sobered up. Maybe it's time to tell your side. Before I could, the door swung open. In walked Marcus, aka Saw Clitking Saw, a VY Ral barber with 2 million followers, known for epic haircut time lapses and calling out shady stylists. Hoodie emblazoned with Saw Fade Boss Saw, silver chain, and a grin that said he'd seen it all. You Sarah? He asked. Heard you're the internet's new bad guy. I blinked. You saw the TikToks? He nodded. Something felt off. Your salon's got 5-star reviews for years. Lisa? She's got a rap sheet of online meltdowns. He leaned back. I need a trim. If you're as good as they say, I'll post it. I couldn't believe it. Marcus in my chair. I trimmed, faded, styled, my hands steady despite the week's chaos. He was chill, even laughing about Lisa's aura sabotage claims. Tara filmed discreetly. Marcus shot an outro. This is Sarah. Best cut I've had in months. Don't believe the noise. His post hit 300,000 VYUs in hours. Comments flooded with support. My website crashed from bookings. Lisa went berserk, live streaming on Instagram, accusing Marcus of being bought and me of hypnotizing clients. Her account got suspended. For weeks later, the salon was thriving. Marcus returned, filming a VY Deo about beating cancel culture. Tara made saw the team. Sarah saw stickers. Then, Lisa reappeared. Crimson pantsuit, shoulder pads like a 1980s VY lane, sunglasses indoors, with Derek in a cheap suit, clutching a briefcase. "We're settling this like adults," she announced. Derek fumbled papers, demanding an apology and compensation. I handed her a folder of real cease and desist from an actual lawyer. "If you contact me again, you'll hear from someone who passed the bar." Derek dropped a paper. Lisa stormed out, Derek scrambling after her. The salon erupted in applause. That night I toasted with Tara to not getting arrested. The next day, life was normal: clients, laughter, buzzing dryers. Then Tara froze. "You won't believe this." A TikTok showed Lisa at a strip mall salon, ranting about loyalty, oblivious to the camera. Comments roasted her. Saw Aura needs a coupon. Saw I swept the floor, finished Marcus's fade, and moved on. Lisa wasn't my problem anymore. The universe, it seems, always has sharper scissors.